Welcome in everybody. We're going to be doing a short basic tutorial on how to use the Huntress in 2022. Alright, so this is just a basic build that I put up. Generally you would like to be running barbecue and chili and maybe lethal pursuer, but those are two add-ons that you can't get at the start of the game. So with the nurse, you can get nurse's calling, and what it does is when a character is healing or a survivor is healing, you'll be able to see the survivor that's being healed and also the survivor that's healing. So it gives you a little bit of information and you can gauge where you need to go. Spies from the Shadows is a perk that will alert you and give you a sound when a survivor walks or runs into a crow so that you know which direction that they are currently in. So it's not the best perk at the moment, but it's one of the ones that you can get because it's universal. Thanophobia and Sloppy Butcher are as a combo that will help you keep survivors injured longer because it takes them longer to heal, and it would also make it so that their gen progression, that it's slowed down for the more survivors that you hurt. So what we're doing today is we're just planning on using hatchets because Huntress' power and her best skill is throwing hatchets. So what you want to do is to be able to throw as many hatchets as possible and to hit as many survivors as possible. The aim of the game to learn how to play the Huntress is to throw more hatchets so you can get your aim up and you'll know when to throw your hatchet. So we're going to do a quick game. I'll show you some gameplay and I'll try to explain how this build works. Once again, when you're running the Huntress, you like to have information perks. Information perks is very strong on the Huntress because she can throw hatchets pretty much all across the map as long as there's not a wall in front of it, right? And what we're doing today, as I said, is a basic tutorial, right? Some people do use Bitter Murmur, and Bitter Murmur is a perk that allows you to see all the survivors once the generator is done. So that's actually a very more advanced, I would say, skill to use, because that's usually when you have your accuracy down and you'll be able to hit long shots. Okay, so we have Haddonfield. It's an okay map for us to play on. So first things first, what you want to do as a killer is you want to find the survivors, right? So you would generally look for the survivors at generators because that's their main objective, right? So we're going to go from generators to generator and see if we get lucky and find a survivor. If you get close enough to a generator, you can actually hear the survivors working on it. And if you don't hear anything, you can move on to the next generator. So with that sound, we've just heard that the survivors have set up a boon, and they also just blew up that generator. So we're going to try to look for them up here because they just jumped off, so they're over here somewhere, right? Usually a survivor will wiggle left and right, so you can hold your hatchet and then you can determine when you need to release the hatchet. If a survivor decides to drop a pallet and you don't get stunned, it's a very good chance that you'll be able to down them with your hatchet. So don't be impatient in relation to respecting pallets because it's a very easy way to get a free hit. So once again, with the build that we're running, we want more survivors to be injured. So we're going to kick this quickly and we try to find the person that just ran away from this generator, which is hiding in the corner. Okay, so he jumped out the window, so he'll be landing around here. So he'll probably do... I thought he was going to go around the house, but he's hiding behind this pallet here. You see that? His nurse is calling. We can see that he's currently healing here. Oh, I should have reloaded. Okay, so we're gonna go reload, and then we'll start the chase again. So when the Huntress loses all her hatchets, you can actually see close by lockers, which are indicated by this yellow icon here, and then you'll be able to reload. Because we are running a build right now where we have 8 hatchets right now, so I didn't find the need to reload, but he was around here and he healed relatively quick. So they got the boon around here somewhere, but let's go down here because we heard they blew up this generator. Let's have a gander what they're doing down here. So we can hear the boons down here. That must mean they're all healed down here somewhere. The Nia got a little bit impatient there with the pallet drop. See, with the ways that Survivor's running, the more you play the game, the more you'll be able to figure out their patterns, how they run. And then you can anticipate where you need to throw your hatchet. Okay, so Michaela got a bit overconfident there and decided to heal while I was still around. So we're going to quickly pick up Nia and then hopefully be able to get Michaela once we hook Nia. See, with the crows there, we heard that there's survivors around, and now we can down both of them hopefully when they're stuck in here. Oh, there was a dead hard. Very nice. Okay. So they're getting very risky and saving while I'm literally right here, which is good for us because they're trying to heal now. And Nurse's Calling is actually going really well with Thanophobia and Sloppy Butcher. We have no hatchets, so once again we do need to reload, but we'll be fine because they're currently distracted by trying to unhook everyone and heal up right now. So there's the save, and then they're going to start having to heal soon, right? Because now every single one of them are injured, so it's the Thanophobia stacks is at its maximum right now. So we can see the scratch marks that they're sitting down there, so we're going to run down there after we reload. Okay, so we have a survivor clicking, I think they're flashlights, so they indicate they want to heal, so we're going to go have a look. There's the self-care, and a boon popped up. And where did she run off to? Well, we have one hiding here. Okay, once again, once you figure out survivors like to wiggle left and right, you can either anticipate where they're going to run, or you can just hold the hatchet in the middle and they will eventually walk back into your crosshair. So it's up to you how you want to feel out how you want to throw your hatchets. More advanced techniques are flicking and things like that, but I usually don't do it myself because I haven't gotten to that level. But at this point, as you can see, just learning when to throw your hatchet is actually really strong as it is itself. Oh, they're patched up over here somewhere. Hold on. There you are. Oh, we found the boon. Very nice. Let's get rid of this. Ooh. We're not going to blame it on the car there because the car was sitting there first, right? They're usually in houses is only a linear way they run, and you can usually tell that there is pallet here, so I already knew that they were going to drop the pallet. Okay, so we have a survivor running over here, and I think they're having a little light show. So let's have a look. So we only currently have 2 hatchets left, so it's probably a good idea for us to reload before we get into the case. So let's quickly do that. Okay, so we're going to quickly reload, and then the survivor that was running around the building, it might be going to this generator. So let's have a quick look at that. Okay, so they're not here and they went for the save. Ooh, that was actually not bad. Okay, so we have Michaela over here again. And I think she went upstairs, right? Is she gonna jump out a window? Because I know there's a window down here. Oh, that was so close. Okay, so they're gonna go inside this house. Or wait, around the house, hold on. I think they can go inside. No, they cannot. Okay, what do we have here? There's the wiggle. Alright, and then they're probably gonna do it again up here past this tree. The crow actually didn't help me out there, I couldn't see. Okay, so usually short bushes like that isn't a good idea to loop around, because you can just hold up your hatchet, and when you get close enough to them, they're going to have to start running because they're scared you're going to M1 them. Okay, so they just finished a generator down here, so you're going to assume that there are at least 1 or 2 survivors over here. Yeah, you see the scratch marks, and here's Dave. Oh, nice, Dead Hard. We like to see it. We like to see it. Okay. So usually you can go on and M1 survivors if they're that close to you. What we're trying to learn today is just to throw hatchets, right? So that's the reason why I'm not trying to M1 at all today. And you'll learn when you need to M1 and when you need to throw a hatchet. Because usually when you throw a hatchet, you recover faster and you can hit a survivor a lot easier when you've thrown a hatchet at them first if they're right next to you. But that's completely up to you. Because when you M1 a survivor, it actually takes longer to recover than throwing your hatchet. So you can actually throw your hatchet, reload your hatchet again, and throw it relatively quickly, and you can get it down a lot faster if you decided to M1 a survivor twice. So if they didn't come this way, they have to run all the way down there. So let's have a look down there. Oh, no, they went downstairs. Oh, that's pretty smart. Okay. Oh, flashlights. That was actually not bad. Not close enough though, which is unfortunate, but not bad. Usually when survivors are really close to you, they'll start running around in circles. So you can just wait for them once again to get into your crosshair and be patient. I suggest you do that only because you're just starting off, but it's up to you once again. It's if you wanted to throw the hatchet as soon as you can, but they're not getting anywhere if they're running around in circles, so it's fine. You can take your time and throw your hatchet at them. So at this point, the only slowdown perks we have is Thanophobia. So once again, the more injured survivors there are, the longer it takes for them to do generators. So I generally like to at least run 1 slowdown perk, and the other 2 or 3 would be information perks. So information perks would just help you find survivors. And as a Huntress, if you find a survivor that's very far away, you can do very cool trick shots and things like that. But once again, you'll get used to that later on. So we have Dave over here running. So he might find the hatch. We're not too sure. But at this point, It's not looking too good for Dave right now. There's the dead heart, which is not bad, right? And that's that. So that's a quick tutorial of how the Huntress plays. I'm gonna give this person the hatch just because I'm feeling nice today, right? So we're gonna go find the hatch and give them the hatch. DBD is all about having fun. So we got our 3k, that's fine. We can let the last person go. But once again, quick, easy build for the Huntress, which is not bad. Let me know if you guys want to see anything else, because at the moment this build is once again a very beginner build. If you guys like what you see, please give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. But thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Fun boy out.